morning, everyone. I have some quick errands to run, and I have a bunch of meetings for my job to call into, but I just wanted to get on and acknowledge some people. I think it's always good to feel appreciated, and so I try to appreciate others. But I wanted to acknowledge some people. I want to thank some people, and I want to hopefully encourage some people. I don't have a specific word of encouragement, so it's again more of an acknowledgement. But lately, with myself and with friends and family members that I've been talking to, things have been rough and trying and difficult and discouraging. I had a friend of mine who has a podcast, and it's pretty popular, and she has been planning a huge event and preparing for it and putting all of her energy and time into preparing for this event. And the event had to be canceled because of a car accident and because of some other things that all culminated into a point where she wasn't able to give her full 100% back to this event to continue planning it. And it was canceled at the last minute, and she was so devastated and discouraged. I have another friend who just let me know that, during her daughter's, meet, she had a fall and broke her arm in 2 places. And I know we are getting older and we move differently, and there was some obstruction in the way, and she fell and she was not able to see her daughter compete. And I would totally be devastated if that happened to me. And she traveled quite a ways to see this, then she had to leave the meet, and I can't imagine how she felt, because she had to leave the meet. She wasn't able to see her daughter compete, and her daughter, knowing that her mom was hurt and not knowing, what the final verdict of her injury was, had to compete in light of this all happening. So I just wanted to acknowledge her. I'm not going to name names. I'm going to keep these people private because I want to respect their situations, and they may not want these things disclosed. But I just want to acknowledge and encourage people. That is so devastating, and you're such a strong person for continuing and sharing and being transparent about your event and what happened to you. And I'm so grateful that you weren't hurt in light of, planning this big event and not having it happen. I want to encourage you and acknowledge how strong of a person you are, that you were able to just continue on. And the person that was injured, it really affects her because she's not able to work right now and she has her own business. So I just want to encourage moms. I want to encourage women. I want to encourage small business owners. I want to encourage men as well, but I'm focusing on women at this point for this particular video, and just say, you guys are awesome. You're amazing. Despite the situations and the things that are happening, and these 2 particular people happen to be moms. I also want to encourage another individual who's a good friend of mine who has a sick child and who has been working, her and her husband, and they're really being strong for their child. I can't imagine these things happening to me. I've had my own difficulties. You want to really lash out when people do things to you and you feel like they're trying to sabotage what you're doing, who you are, trying to really discredit you as a person. People do that. Sometimes people are jealous. Sometimes people don't know any better. And let me just say one thing. If someone is doing something and you don't agree with it, it's not directly harming you. And I'm talking about maybe they have a job or they're earning a living, honest living, by doing something that you don't agree with. Let's just use YouTube as an example. Maybe they're doing YouTube and they're earning a living from it, because Be Love is a classic example of this. They're earning a living from something that you don't like or you don't agree with, that's not directly affecting you, that is not harming society as a whole, and you tear that person down or you try to sabotage that person, or if that person is starting a business that you don't feel that they're worthy of just because it's your opinion, and you try to sabotage that person intentionally, unintentionally, and you talk bad about that person to someone else, or if someone is achieving a goal and you don't think that person is worthy of that goal that they've achieved, that they've worked for. First of all, you don't know what someone has gone through to get to where they are. That's the first thing. So, and the second thing is, how dare you think that you have the power to intimidate, sabotage, interfere with what that person is trying to achieve or what that person is trying to do because you don't feel that they're worthy or you don't agree with what they're doing. You will never have any luck or blessings from that. How dare you think that you have that much power to interfere with something that someone else is doing? And so if you're passing along rumors, or if you're telling a story that's not the whole story because you want to make someone think that this person is a bad person or has done something to you when they really haven't, and you're not telling the whole truth, you are going to have misfortune that will catch up with you, because how dare you feel like you can interfere with what someone else is doing because you're jealous, because you don't feel like they're worthy. You don't know what that person's story is, and so you are a chump and a sucker for trying to interfere with that. I've had a couple of things happen to me where people are just, probably feel like I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, or they don't like what I'm doing and they don't like me, and so they feel like they should interfere with that by passing forth information that is not the whole truth. You will get what you put out. So just understand that. Not by my doing. I've seen it happen in the past. People try to cross me, and vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So be careful with what you do with other people, because no good will come of that. So be careful. I also want to thank and acknowledge two people. I don't know these people personally, but they've been very encouraging and uplifting to me. One of the people has a sense of humor that is just unmatchable. She's a hard worker from what I see. She's very family oriented. Her relationship with her mother, from what she shares on YouTube, is very close, which is an attribute to her personality. I admire that because I don't have my own mother. My mother passed away when I was 8 months pregnant with my youngest daughter. So I so admire that. I sort of live vicariously through, your ventures with your mother and your family. So I thank you for being transparent and sharing your message and being encouraging and being obedient in the information that you're sharing and the message that you communicate to the masses through your YouTube channel. That person is Tanya Howell. On YouTube, her YouTube channel, she has two actually. I think three, but I know about two. One is Lady T Sensations, where she does mukbang, and she, shares her meals and how much she enjoys her food. And again, it's not a vegan account. However, I respect her again for being transparent and sharing her weight loss journey and sharing her the meals that she's doing. She's doing a portion control thing. So I admire that, and it's very entertaining and it's very funny, and she has the voice of an angel. She has a little jingle that she sings on her channel, which I love, and it always sticks to my head. And actually, before my 8-year-old daughter eats now, she sings this little jingle. It's called Flavor Train, but her name again is Tanya Howell. The one of the accounts is Tanya Howell. The other one is Lady T Sensations, I believe. And if you are into mukbangs, if you are into shopping, if you are into, humor with family and enjoying a good time, I definitely encourage you to go over to her channel and, oops, I'm in the wrong lane. Go over to her channel and subscribe, like, and share, because she's such an entertaining person. She's been so encouraging to me lately, and she's been making me laugh. And right now, you have to laugh to keep from crying, because like I said, for some reason, things are just tough for, a majority of the people that I know, including myself. So, thank you, Tanya, for being so encouraging. And I'll get some of those Greenhouse Soul flavorings and seasonings over to your P.O. box as soon as possible, so that the flavor train can stay on the move. The second account is Be Love. She has a mukbang as well, and people really, really either love her or they really dislike her. For the people that dislike her and that troll her channel, Be Love is getting her check, okay? You can say what you want about her, but a view is a view. So if you're in her channel and you're commenting and you're trying to make foolishness or cause chaos, you're causing her to get paid. And so I admire her family. She's another family-oriented person, and for some reason I'm into that right now. If you're family-oriented and you're running your business and you're doing your thing and you're working every day, kudos to you. So I just want to thank Be Love, and I want to thank Tanya Howell for being so family-oriented, hardworking, amusing, transparent. So I am going to be acknowledging people and thanking people, because I feel like I would like that same treatment. I feel like to know that you're doing something and that people out there appreciate you is encouraging. So that's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. So again, Be Love and Tanya Howell. Follow, like, subscribe, share, as well as Greenhouse Soul. So I just wanted to get out there and say, or get out here and say that to you guys, and encourage people who are going through a tough time. Just continue. Again, it's easy to want to give up, but you can't, because there are people out there looking up to you and looking for you for what you do and what you contribute to them. You are doing something for people, even if it's one person, even if it's your child, even if it's a family member, even if it's someone that you don't know. You are encouraging someone. So please continue. Thank you. Get well to my friend who broke her arm. Stay encouraged to my friend who had a huge event that did not go off. And get well. And she was also in a car accident. I also have another family member who was in a car accident, and it just turned her world upside down. So if you can help someone, if you can encourage someone, please do so. I want to thank the people who have encouraged me. Hopefully I'm encouraging someone else. It's all about encouragement. It's all about support. And if you can help someone, help them. I just want to sign out with that. I thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. If you have any ideas for mukbang or any ideas for a vegan meal that you want, put it down below in the comments. I'd be happy to do a video on that. I'm going to try and vlog and post as much as possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.